Hey there, I showed you a couple of videos ago how the good folks at AL4X4 had sent me this Molle panel, storage box, and table. In that video, I reviewed it and I showed you how to install it. In this video, I'm going to show you how to install a DIY combination lock, and I'm going to show you a couple ways that I'm going to be using this panel. Plus, I have another one on the other side and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So if you want to see all that, stick around. Hey, welcome to Cheaper Jeeper TV. I'm Dino, your host. Glad to see you here. Now, when AL4X4 sent me this Molle panel, storage box, and table, I was pretty excited to install this because this is a very functional tool to have on the side of the Jeep. It'll be handy to secure things to the Molle panel. You can also secure things on the inside on these brackets here, as well as on the inside of the panel, and then secure them inside that storage box. Not to mention that this table is going to come in pretty handy as well. Now, these are so affordable. I have another one on the other side of the Jeep, and I'm going to show you what the Jeep looks like with the two of them mounted. I'm getting a lot of positive feedback just on what these things look like. But for me, it's the functionality of these items that's really impressive. Now, a peculiar thing about these panels is when you close them, they have these eye bolts here, and they just get secured by screwing them in. Now, what's good about these eye bolts is that's secure, that's bolted shut, and it's handy, so you know when you're driving down the road or on a bumpy trail, that's not going to come loose, and I'm tapping on it and you don't hear any rattles, so it's pretty good that way. However, I kind of think when I'm on the trail and I might need to be accessing this panel on and off, unscrewing these might become a bit of a bother, so I thought I would look into some options on how to put some locks or some latches on this panel myself as a DIY project. Now, when I started looking at the options, and I'll put a few up here on the screen, you can see there's a variety of different options that you can use. And then when I looked at the structure of them with the bolt holes on how you secure those to whatever your application is, it didn't seem like it would be all that straightforward when putting it on this Molle panel. Because, for example, when you look at, say, the 4 holes on this image right here on the screen, that would probably be in this area, and the measurements that I got from those ads suggested to me that I could put, for example, 2 holes here, but then there'd be this space right there. And I thought, okay, that's easy to manage. You could put a metal plate in there. But for the sake of a video, I thought to myself, why don't I look for a really straightforward solution? So I looked at these types of handles that you can see where you just have to press on the knob and pull on the tab to open the door. And I thought, yeah, those are something I'd like to do, and it's a 3/4 inch core on those locks, and I think I'd have space to put here, or I could replace these 2 eye bolts and have one in each of these locations. Now, the thing about those is whenever I needed to use it, I would need a key. So I kind of thought to myself, I need something that has a 3/4 inch core because I'd have room for a hole like that here. However, I don't want to use a key every time I want to open this. So you could still use those and just leave them unlocked, but some of them require the key to open. And I thought I would try to use this product that you see up on the screen. It's essentially a dial turning lock, but it's a combination lock. So you can just turn the dial when you want without using the combination, or if you want to make it secure, you just change up the numbers on the combination and it'll be locked. So that's the one I chose for this video, and I'm going to show you how we install that. And then after we finish that, I'll finish the video with showing you some ways that I plan to be using this Molle panel. So here I have the combination lock, and I've got a 3/4 inch step drill here that I plan to drill a 3/4 inch hole right about this location here. Now the plan is when this is installed there will be enough clearance. Hopefully I ordered the right one that has the right clearance here. The link to this one will be in the description section. And once the hole is drilled there, I'll be able to just rotate the lock this way or that way to lock it. Now the other thing to have to consider is that when I'm drilling, there's a lip in the door here and there's a lip right here, and I'm going to see if the drill can go through that, or if I'm having trouble, I'm going to use an angle grinder or a Dremel tool to just move that material so that I can continue drilling the 3/4 inch hole. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to drill the hole dead center right there. Just going to add a little bit of oil to that location just to help the drill bit. Okay, let's clean that up. So the hole's looking pretty good. Now with this lock, this bolt has to go on the other side of the hole, and to be able to get it through, I have to take this piece off. So I'll just take this little screw and washer off here. So it's a screw, washer, and then there's a lock, square lock washer just up against this piece right here. So keep note of that. Take this lock bolt off and see what happens. Almost through, but I am going to have to take a little bit of this lip and this lip off so that the barrel could go through, but it almost went through. So to get at the rough edges from the lip behind here, I'm going to use a Dremel with a grinding wheel on it. I'll wear protective eye gear as well as ear protection. Well, there you go. That fit through quite nicely. Okay, that's pretty amazing. So now, let's get the camera at a better angle. So put that nut right here behind the hole, and I'll just screw in this housing. Now, the order of the pieces here is it's the square hold washer, then the latch, and then the washer and the bolt. Now, one important part to know when you are tightening this is that I recommend you use an adjustable channel lock like this to hold the edge of this round part of the lock, and then use an adjustable wrench around the nut here at the bottom here, because when you tighten this up, it'll secure the lock to the panel. Now there is the requirement for a external tooth lock washer like you see up on the screen. That hasn't come in yet, so I can't demonstrate that for you, but that's an important part just to keep this tight and to keep the lock from slipping. Also, if I might add one more tip, what I plan to do is go get a can of some rust check or crown rust proofing. I'm going to take these off the Jeep. I'm just going to spray them down and douse them just so that it gets into all the nooks and crannies. I'll wipe it down so it's not all greasy and everything, but just to give it a little extra bit of rust proofing. It's just something I want to do to take care of this. Okay, so that was a little bit easier than I expected. I thought I'd have trouble getting through the metal and keeping the hole straight and getting past the back lip, but it all went just according to plan, so I'm pretty happy with that. I did buy those drill bits brand new, so maybe they were good and sharp. Anyway, here's what it looks like. I don't have the eye bolts on right now, so say for example I'm out on a fishing trip and I may need to access whatever I'm storing in here regularly. I could leave the combination off and then just access everything just by turning the dial, getting what I want, and then shutting the door. Now when I'm on the highway and I'm going home and I want to make sure everything's more secure, I could take the eye bolts that came with the unit and I could just put them back in. Now This combination lock isn't going to stop somebody who's determined to take what they're going to take, but it does help a little bit in keeping the kids out. And if you wanted to, you could put 2 of these on this side and 2 on the other side. There you go. With those eye bolts, it's more secure, and I can even use those to secure things as well. Now let's take a look at the Jeep with both of these mounted on it to see how good it looks. So what are the possible ways that I could use this panel? Now in the previous video, I did show, for example, how people use these panels to strap things to the outside, like traction boards, dirty shovels, hatchets, those kinds of things. Now some of the fittings that are required to attach those items to the panel are quite pricey, but I did find some options like this one here, which isn't too expensive, as well as the idea of using some Velcro straps to hold things on. Now, strapping things to the outside is not the only option for this piece of equipment. For example, you could store some recovery straps or some kinetic rope inside here, or any other kind of recovery gear. And of course, that isn't your only option. You could use it as a handy wash station when you're camping. And of course, a very easy cooking station when you're on the trail camping or on an overlanding journey and you just want to pull over and make a quick coffee. And I know what you're thinking, you may not have a cheaper Jeeper TV mug. Well, maybe you have a mug from your Jeep Club. Special thank you to the Tri-City Jeep Club in Southern Ontario for holding a draw in which I won this. Thanks, guys. Another way that this could be helpful is if I'm out on the trail and we're pulling over to our favorite fishing spot and I want to set up my gear to get set up. This gives me a nice working platform to work from, so that's pretty handy that way as well. And this I'm excited to try because you can just place your diesel heater up here. I would use some bungee straps and just secure this down to the bottom and the back. And then I just have a short run right into the window and have a very efficient way to keep the Jeep warm when I'm camping in the winter time. I think this one's pretty exciting. So what about you? What are some of the unique ways that you think you would use something like this? Do you think it looks better having the 2 of them on the Jeep? I do, and I get a lot of positive feedback. People think these look great, but I also like the extra utility I get by having these on the Jeep. Well, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope that you found it interesting. And if you did, how about giving the video a thumbs up? And if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit the subscribe button right there and hit the alert bell so you'll be notified when videos like this come out next time. Until then, I'm Dino for Cheaper Jeeper TV. Be well, stay safe, take care.